very international show. I believe it has like 50 different versions in all the countries. Hi, welcome to Fudanshi, where I share LGBTQ and BL Media through news, reviews, and good conversation. My name is Devin Jackson Randall, and today it's time for the weekly update, where I share LGBTQ and BL Media news. Anything from casting announcements from Hollywood to, recently released music videos or BL video games that are getting kickstarted and more. So let's get started. First, we're going to be filling our queer quota by talking about South Africa. Specifically, in South Africa, there is the film Inxeba, otherwise known as The Wound. This is a gay film that was actually getting a little bit of recognition last year, but sadly, because of locals not liking the film, it kind of got derailed. The film, though, was going to get an Oscar nomination. It was in like the top list of who should get an Oscar nomination for Best Foreign Language Film, I believe, but sadly it ended up not getting the nomination. Anyway, the film follows a gay man. Zolani is a factory worker who helps with his tribe, the Amazosa. He helps the Amazosa tribe with the young men coming into manhood tradition. The story also follows him in his romance with another kind of initiation worker. Now, like I said, the film is not doing so well. It was interspersed all over the globe in very few theaters, but still doing alright. It was released in South Africa, and immediately locals and members of the Amazosa tribe were threatening cast members, were threatening staff at movie theaters, were actually marching into movie theaters, things like that. It was not good, to the point that now the film has actually been banned in South Africa. And then on top of that, the censorship organization in South Africa ended up labeling the film as X-18, labeling it as porn, even though it does not actually depict any explicit sex or any close-ups of genitalia. Or genitals. Genitalia. Anyway, a lot of people are wondering why this happened, why all this controversy. Some people say that the film is telling this secret story of their tribe's coming-of-age ceremony, but apparently the movie doesn't actually share anything that most people didn't already know. In addition, other people are pointing how the film has a white director and that he's saying that he's exploiting this culture. But then other people are pointing at the fact that the co-writer of this film is black, and then the whole entire cast are black Xhosa people. The people in charge, the producers and the creator, the director of this film, are fighting this ruling. They are taking it to court because, once again, the film does not depict explicit sex or any genitals. So we'll see what happens. Next, a version of Big Brother has gotten into some controversy because of its homophobia. Specifically, Big Brother Croatia, Matija Stainer, ended up getting voted out of the house. If you don't know the show, Big Brother is a very international show. I believe it has like 50 different versions in all the countries. But essentially, it varies depending on each show, but essentially it is a bunch of people live in a house. Reality ensues. On top of that, there are also competitions that happen to keep it more entertaining than just a reality, like watching people in a house. Whenever somebody is voted out, they're usually given like a little interview live to talk about whatever their experiences in the house before they get kicked off the TV. Matija Stainer took the time to talk about how he was riddled with homophobia while he was there. He shared how he was called multiple homophobic slurs, which I'm not going to say any of them. On top of that, he was actually physically assaulted while in the house multiple times, and the producers did nothing. He introduced himself in the first day at the house. The line was said about him. You can clearly see he loves to take it up the butt. There was only one time when the producers actually intervened in this situation. It ended up being that the producers just had everyone split up into separate rooms and talk about the situation. But that was it. So this has, of course, caused some controversy in the country. Croatia isn't a homophobic country still, but I guess the very fact that this man had the platform to talk about it really kind of sparked a fire in Croatia. So not only is Croatia talking about it, but on top of that, Big Brother Croatia is saying that they're looking at the tapes to kind of fix the situation. And on top of that, in the Shine Group, which is actually the company that owns the intellectual property of Big Brother, are saying that they're looking into it and that's what I take it really seriously. The group that owns the property of Big Brother is like, we're looking into this. This is not okay. Hopefully, and Janelle will actually correct the situation for any gay contestants in the future. Next, Janelle and Monae actually released a music video. Essentially, it's really just, this music video is out, go check it out. It's about a girl at a party, and she kind of like has an interest in both the girl that she came with and a boy that she sees. And a lot of people are talking about it, especially on gay news sites. So if you're interested, go check it out, link in the description. Another interesting video to check out is one that I discovered about a week ago. It is a documentary of the 1989 gay pride event parade in New York City. Filmmaker Nelson Sullivan was known in the 80s for being a part of gay culture in New York City. He was a part of the club scene. He was a part of the like protest scene. He was a part of the art world, and he was a familiar face in that. And he would often record himself going around New York City, seeing all these people and so forth. There's actually a YouTube channel, the one that I'm talking about now. The YouTube channel has a bunch of videos of his. It's kind of like queer history in a way. So go check that out if you're into that kind of stuff. Anyway, the specific video I'm talking about was him recording himself during the 1989 gay pride event. You can see him going around all over New York City at the pride event, seeing all kinds of people. RuPaul is there as well, was there for like the first 4 or 5 minutes. And it's just a little, like I said, a little piece of queer history. If you're interested in that, go check it out. Next we have our BL bits, and this is actually quite a little bit. Essentially the first one is yet another like video I think you guys should go check out. This one is actually for an advertisement. It's a little commercial, not that long, maybe a minute if that. This ad and commercial was created by Bench. It's spelled or written as Bench with a hash, but I'm just gonna pronounce it Bench, which is a Filipino fashion brand. They sell clothes, they sell makeup, things like that. They were specifically marketing their So In Love body spray. The commercial shows a gay teen who is closeted, living a doubled life, living with his father, talking about dating girls with a gruff voice and everything. And then when he's at school, he has his real true personality show. So if you're interested in checking that out, link in the description. There's a great twist at the end. I highly recommend you check it out. Once again, it's only like a minute. Next, video game publishing company JastUSA is getting into the BL business. They specifically said that they are branching out, having a new section of their company called JastBlue. And this JastBlue will purposely be focused on making English translations of Japanese BL games. And the very first game that they'll be creating is Sweet Pool by Nitro Charo. Hope I'm saying that right. Once they get closer to actually announcing it, they haven't said any announcement date or anything like that. Once they get closer to that, then I'll share more information with you. Right now it's more like a heads up. Next, Comixology is putting more of SuBLime Manga's comics out there. If you don't know, Comixology is like the website for reading comics online. There are of course other venues and stuff, but this is like the official website. They have announced that they are putting more of SuBLime's prints up on their website for us to read through there, which is actually pretty cool because they're very openly marketing it, and I'm like, so excited for that. If you guys are interested in that, now they have a bunch of stuff available, like Awkward Silence, Embracing Love, Don't Be Cruel, Honey Darling, His Favorite, Hide and Seek, Love Pistols, Jackass, Love Stage, Punch Up. Yeah. So anyway, if you're interested in any of that stuff, then check it out. Speaking of SuBLime, on their actual website, they have some new comics coming out, specifically Volume 6, the final volume of Awkward Silence, which used to be my high school favorite BL. I actually reviewed, I think, the first episode, or first volume, links here. And then for the blog post, link in the description. In addition, they have Viewfinder Volume 5, the Deluxe edition, being released, link in the description. And lastly, A Strange and Mystifying Story Volume 2. Lastly, To Trust in Incubus is being crowdfunded on Kickstarter. If you don't know, To Trust in Incubus is a visual novel that's trying to become a reality. The story follows Kenta, a normal boy who's like in his early 20s, early to mid 20s, who is trying to get a job. He gets a job at a lab. They have a portal to different dimensions. A few other races have come by before, so it's not anything too out of the new. But a new species has come out that they've been warned about. They've been warned by the other species, saying, look out for these people. If they look like this, they're trouble. And these 4 individuals that they're now calling Incubi have come out of the portal. essentially they are being studied to figure out, are they as evil as these people told us they are? And Kenta is somehow the chosen one in trying to figure that out. They don't have the same language. In order to talk to them, you have to have a bond with them. And Kenta can bond with any one of the four beings. And things ensue from there. And if you guys want to support this game, first play the demo. It'll let you know if you like the feel and story of the game. But if you then have played it and like it, then you can back this game on Kickstarter. Just with like any Kickstarter, you could give any money you want, but if you give certain amounts, you can also get rewards. The lowest reward you can get is $5, and essentially that's just like a thanks from them. In addition to that, you can get a digital poster, probably with like, you know, all the boys looking all. In addition to that, you can also pay $25 and you'll get the digital version of the game, so you can actually play the game when it comes out, or if it comes out. So yeah, I've backed it, I'm interested in it, and I'm hoping it actually becomes a thing. If you guys are too, then link in the description to where you can back it. And that's it for this weekly update. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about any of these news stories. Are you going to back that game on Kickstarter? Are you interested in checking out that music video or anything else? Let me know and let's get talking. Bye. Next we have our BL bits, and this is actually quite a little bit. Oh, sorry.